here we are again with another big old box that just came in the mail. It weighs a ton, so you know it's gonna be good. This is the final phase of my last major upgrade that I may have mentioned, and this is gonna be a good one. I'm really excited for what's all in here, so I'll get it open and we'll just walk through and see what's in it. It's like a Christmas and birthday all wrapped into one. So as I may have mentioned in one of the other videos, if you've seen that recently, is I went on another little splurge here. It's actually been a while since I did something like this, but I just searched and searched and found so many deals that I couldn't pass it up. In fact, the train you see running behind there, at least the front part, is part of that initial purchase, phase 1, as I called it. Or phase 2, really. It was the Thomas art that was phase 1. Phase 2 was that purchase from a separate dealer. Phase 3 would have been those Japanese cars I did in the previous video, and now we are on to the final phase and the epic conclusion of that major upgrade. So I'll go ahead and slice this open and we'll start going through what's inside. Okay, box is popped. And I gotta say, I don't know if I've ever felt a more solider package come in the mail. This thing is quite solid, if I must say. So let's go ahead and take out what's here. You see a bunch of Japanese newspaper, so you can probably tell where I ordered this from, which actually, it took forever to ship, but it actually shipped yesterday, and here it is in my living room, you know, by 3 p.m. the next day, which is quite incredible and a modern piece of, you know, amazement that you can ship something from essentially Japan and have it arrive here the next day. I didn't pay for overnight shipping, that's just how it worked out, I guess. Alright, tons of goodies to go through. Where to even begin? So the last time I did this, I got a couple tram sets, and I've never had trams before, and I really like them. So this time I went for some more. Here's one of them. If you can tell, it's a green Japanese tram, I believe. One of the Tommy Tech ones, similar to my other one, although the other one was more of a caterpillar look. This looks like a solid, you know, bus style. But there's no engine in this officially, so you did have to get a second one, which is the engine component. So that's, I know what this is. So we'll have to do another video of me popping that thing on, because the other one came out pretty nice, I think, when I did the other one about a year ago. So there's that, and we'll just keep diving on in. So here is, cool, another one. Again, I'm really liking the tramness. This one also is another Tommy Tech, no motor originally, I can tell by the weight. There should be another motor, it's right here. That came with this one. This was actually a 2-pack when I ordered it, so they gave you a little bit of a discount if you get both together. So that's what I did. And there you go. I think it looks really nice, and it should complement that other one I have. In a similar fashion, this one looks more modern than the other one. The older one looks like it's from the 50s or something. Not actually from the 50s, but modeling one that's from the 50s. And Nuremberg, this must be a German tram. So I think this is the same motor though that went in the other one, if I had to guess. But that's cool. Oh yeah, look on the back, there's a map of Germany. And it shows you exactly where Nuremberg is, which I never really knew where it was on a map before, but there it is. Alright, what else do we have? Here is something that's all wrapped up, so let me undo it. We have a tiny little switcher. I believe this is a micro race. Yeah. This one was on sale on clearance and for a decent price. I think it was around $35. So thought that would be cool to get. Micro race, they're not my favorite, but from at least the ones that I already have. But I thought the price was right, so why not go for another one? Next up we have a whole pack of something. I don't even remember what this is. So I ordered these maybe 3 weeks ago? That's why can't quite remember what we got. But, surprise, surprise, look at, right on top, another Tram. What are the odds? This one's really cool. It does have the motor built in that I know, and I can feel it. There's some good weight to it. But that looks pretty neat. I believe this is a Tokyo Tram. Yeah, Tokyo on the back there. Pretty cool. I've never had a mod demo before. That's a new brand by me. So we'll have to see how it works and how it runs. It already looks pretty legit, so hopefully their motors are just as good as the look. Alright, what is this? It weighs a ton. And oh! It's a second cleaning car. So my blue one that I have, and I actually did another whole review on it, just that video, if you're curious. It almost stopped, I don't want to say stopped working, but it's like sputtering to the point where I think it might be going bad. So I thought I'd get a second one. This one was only $30, which I can't believe because I think I paid like $54 or something for the other one, which I still thought was a pretty good deal since it has, you know, built-in vacuum. But yeah, I thought I'd go for a black one this time. It's the same thing, just another car. So now I can have like two going around at once, and hopefully this it works even better if that other one's going bad. So we'll see. But I thought that was a good pickup again for the right price. Now we got a flat car. Really long one too, in blue, which I like. That's cool, different. I have another flat car here. In fact, this is my other one. I went over and got it. I got this a few years ago first of all, I don't have any flat cars, or at the time, and I wanted to put like a GoPro on top of it, and so I can film my track, you know, from point of view. But the problem with this guy is it doesn't really work too well. Even though it's low and flat to the ground, it kind of wobbles around. And these wheels, like, they don't turn as much, so going around corners, it tends to derail, especially since this weighs nothing. So this is just one I want to get rid of, and, you know, it's not the best. So that's why I got this guy, because, you know, first of all, it was only like $6 on clearance, and it looked pretty neat, and hopefully it works a whole lot better than that other guy. So yeah, I'm liking this a lot. I guess you could put Tomix containers on top, but I don't really have any right now. If I ever decide to get some, there's always that option. Here is, oh, I got two of them. Look at that. I completely forgot. So two, to quote the count, flat cars there. So that'll be neat. They're really long, which I like, and hopefully they work well on the track, and both together going around will be looking cool on a freight train. All right, the hits just keep on coming. Here, there's more, a lot more to do. This one's another all sealed up one, so I'll have to unpop it. Kato, oh yeah, I forgot about this guy. It's the Kato Tram. Look how funky it is. All blue-like. I think they make a red one too, but this one looked really cool and different. You know, like, I don't know, is this a real tram or is this just a model? I believe it's a model because it's specifically called My Tram, so it's probably like some sort of fantasy tram, not one based on real life, because it is a little goofy looking, but I love it nonetheless. So that'll be a fun one to run around. The motor is in this one too, unlike those Tommy Tech ones where you gotta buy the motor separately. So that should be a whole heaping lot of fun. All right, now we got some other things here. This is a funny story, and I was very curious on how this will turn out. So it looks like these are metal cars that you just build. And I wasn't sure how this was going to work because on the listing it said that these were wooden, and this was the picture, and you can't really tell if it's wooden or metal. And if I had to guess, it looked like metal. In fact, they are metal, but what's very curious is there's no trucks. So what do you put this? Surely you don't have to buy a separate thing. I thought they would have been all inclusive because I don't see any wheels here. Unless you built the wheels. Is that what these are? Then where's this plastic part? This is all flat. There's nothing else here. I almost did a few more of these. There's a couple other styles. There's a longer passenger car, so I was going to get like a couple of those. But those were a lot more pricey, and this was, if you look, 1,700 yen, which if you translate that back, I don't even think it was that pricey. I think this was 1,100 yen, and then you do about 10x reduction. So this would have been about $8, and this would have been about the same, maybe a little bit more. So I just wanted to try these first and then see how they look and if they're wooden or what they are. But I think it'd be pretty cool to see, you know, a little, in this case, brass or metal car. But I'm kind of disappointed there's no wheelbase that it comes with, apparently. I'll have to read the instructions and see. Surely you don't buy those separately. I would think they'd all come together. Huh. No matter. That will be a little test. Like I said, I got them to try them out and do a test. And to see. Okay. That might be everything except for the grand finale. Which is something that I've wanted since it came out. And I've been eyeing it up for years. Since it came out, I believe, in 2019. And, ta-da! You may not be able to tell what it is yet, but it looks beautiful. This is the grand finale to end grand finales for Model Train unveilings. It is the Kato version of the Twilight Express. I was very much debating on whether to get this or the Tomix ones, because Tomix makes it too. Ultimately, the Tomix ones are a little bit more, but they come with lights pre-installed. The Kato ones, they don't have lights, so if you want to add lights to them, you'd have to install them yourself. Obviously, that makes it a little bit cheaper. And for the longest time, these were out of stock everywhere. You could not find them. The Tomix version is still out of stock, but when the Kato one popped up, that kind of helped spark my desire, if you will, to splurge and get the Kato one, which I think I got even a little bit of a discount off of the normal retail anyway, so that helped quite a lot in going for this. So should be a 10-car set. Here it is. Let's take a nice little reveal. So cool. I love the look, especially of that front engine. That is something special. So I'm not going to dive into this one too much because I want to do a whole separate unveiling and unboxing of just this. So this is just a quick little preview and a plug to take a watch for this one to come up later, because this is really cool. And it will complement my Shikishima set that I had, or got, was it last year or the year before? Quite well. The only debate now is, do I put lights in them? Or do I keep it as a non-lighted set? So, to be determined! Close the book on that, and close the book on my major purchase. Hopefully you guys think that this was a good splurge, because, you know, I honestly don't have the room for any of this stuff anymore. My display cases are quite full. I should get a fourth one, but I don't have the spot for it right now, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to do some digging and some rearranging and maybe even some selling of what I currently have to accommodate all the new stuff that came over the last week or two. Because this is quite the splurge. What do we got here? We got a 10-car set here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 engines, including the trams. 2 long flat cars there. We got the Japanese 5-car red ones and the 3-car green and orange ones that I did in the previous video. And like I planned it from the beginning, the, of course, Chicago Metra, which is just making your way onto the screen on the top. It came with the engine and then the 3 cars behind it. I really love this thing. I like it a heck of a lot more than I thought I would, and I'm really looking to get the 3-car add-on set to get me 3 more of those cars, those bi-level cars, and probably do lights too, because if you look at how awesome the UP Kato lights are lighting up, I mean, they're pretty solid and that slow speed. That's gonna look really, really awesome, especially at night. So maybe there is a slight other purchase in the future for me. I have to find a good deal on those bi-level cars. I want to get them at least under 80 all said and done, and then the lights are going to cost me like 40 bucks. So it's a $120 upgrade to get the full set, and after splurging on this stuff, I'm in no rush to make it all happen. But it'll probably happen in the future because I'm really, really, really liking the Metra stuff, and I honestly did not think I would like it anywhere near as much as I thought I would. So there we go. Yeah, I don't see any extra bits for the trucks of those brass ones, so I'm kind of disappointed there because all that together was probably 20 bucks, you know, if you account shipping and everything. So I'll have to go back and look and see what to do about that, because obviously I don't want to get the other ones if these are just the brass top part, which, why would you have a set without the wheels? It just doesn't make any sense to me. But no matter, I'll probably do another video on just the trams and trying to set that going. Maybe the ones that are just powered already, which are the 3 of those. So yeah, I'll do another video of the the Kato tram, the blue guy, the new Moderno guy, and then the micro race thing too, even though that's technically not a tram. And I'll do separate videos for building and installing the ones that you need to do that for. So fun stuff ahead. I will eventually just get back to doing some reviews. I know I haven't done those in quite some time. There's just been too many other things, because they take quite a long time to compile, as you can imagine. But no worries there. We are in a good place, even though I don't have the space for the stuff. I feel pretty good about it, and that's all that really matters, right? So with that said, I'll end it here, and hopefully you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more.